The IDC claimed range is 248 kilometers now.
So with the addition,
With everything,
yeah,
it is
that's
248
massive.
kilometers. It's
I think
not
the best up till now was 140, 160.
160, 170-ish is what we've been seeing the best so far. And again, I'm going to discount the Ola
Yeah,
products.
yeah, yeah.
Until their customer service improves, I am not going to consider them a valid product. I'm
Mhm.
very, very clear about this. You can disagree with me in the comments, it's fine. But to me, Simple has always had these ridiculously high claims, always 212 and all of this.
Right.
So now it's up to 248. And what they're saying is it is genuine, it is certified. They have an update that might actually have an even bigger IDC number. And they're basically saying our battery tech is better. The way we build our batteries, the way the thermal stability is, blah, 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 it is better than our rivals. And therefore, we are able to do more with our batteries. Therefore, we have more range. But they're being clever because I know how they're getting some of this extra range. And we'll talk about that too. But for what it's worth, I had a scooter that had 98% of charge when I started, which is a full portable battery and a relatively full main battery. When I finished that day, I had 30 kilometers of range left, but I had already covered 95, 96 kilometers. And I was not trying to extend range. I was trying to figure out what this scooter was up to. So I basically rode it in its top mode, which is called Sonic, until it would not give me Sonic anymore. Then I rode in their next mode, which is called Dash, until it wouldn't give me Dash anymore. Then I rode in the ride mode until it wouldn't let me ride in that mode. Then it stuck me in Eco, and I rode it in Eco until.
But what was the SOC indicated at the end?
So from 98, I dropped to, I'm going to say 23%. I'll put the exact number up.
Okay.
And at that 23%, it was load balancing between the portable battery and the main battery because of the heat management issues. But the duration was minimal. No heat warnings at all, but it was a reasonably hot day. And I didn't spare the scooter at all, including one stretch where I think for about 29 kilometers or something in eco mode, I was sitting at full throttle, giving it no brakes at all.
29 kilometers
Full
in
throttle.
eco mode, full throttle.
Full throttle, up flyovers, down flyovers, no brake at all.
And in that
no complaints from the scooter.
speed, is there a speed cap?
I think it goes up to about 50, 51 indicated in economy mode. It's not slow. In economy mode, as you start getting to these 20% SOC net, at that point, it does start complaining a little bit and you'll find yourself going up the flyover a little bit slower and noticeably. But the rest of the time, it's very, very well controlled. It's one of the nicest things about this scooter. You don't really notice the drop off in performance.
So harsh usage, 75% charge consumed, 90 kilometers traveled.
Yeah.
With a 30 indicated. So 100 kilometers is easy on this.
Yes.
Easy.
And in hard use, okay? This is not even
yeah.
anywhere close to being gentle or trying to extend range. This is just me caning the thing for everything.
And I'm guessing you were outside of Bengaluru. So
we were at Yelahanka, for those who know the place. So Yelahanka is on the airport road. And we were asked to stay towards the airport side and not go into the city too much because it just be easier for us to work it out. So you remember that road at the back, which I like to go through to airport from the other side. So I basically did 2 complete laps where I went from
the aerospace,
the back road. There's a railway station on that road.
Okay.
You guys can figure out what that road is. So go to that road. You come to where all the Uber centers are. Come back to the airport. Come down the road again, all the way to Yelahanka, past the Simple One office. I went down to Hebal once. Took a U-turn at the Tumkur turnoff.
So definitely not city slow traffic.
No, fast.
This is
fast
that open
traffic.
road.
Yeah, fast traffic. Fast traffic. Every time I wanted to experience traffic, I would go into the service lane and get stuck there. And then experience that traffic. At the Tumkur junction, I was firmly stuck in traffic where it was feet down waiting for the light to turn red and it took almost 7-8 minutes to make that U-turn. So that was the cycle. There was nothing gentle about it, despite which it effectively gave 106, 108 kilometers of range in total, which I think is pretty respectable for something of this size. And I'm saying I didn't see much of duration happening in the sense of it's not like I was in Sonic and towards the end of Sonic mode, it was just like, oh, it's not going
so at all. So Sonic is the top mode?
Sonic is the top mode.
And what's the top speed in that?
105.
Yeah. That's what I remember. There being ridiculous numbers like this.
Yes. Now, what I do like about Simple is whenever we've tested,
you hit 105.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm asking is because that should set context of the kind of usage that the Simple One went through while delivering this kind of range.
Yeah. Look, if I have to do a range test and figure out how much the range is, I will do it when it is here.
So this 100 is like a easy.
If you really enjoyed this clip, there's not much that you can do because it's over. But this clip is from a much longer video which plays on our main channel, which is called MotorInc. I invite you now to visit there and explore this idea in more detail. And there you'll meet another amazing MotorInc personality, my great friend Karthikeya Singhi, the one and only.